Hi guys, you're watching Cardz TV. This is Mary, and today we're going to make card number 5 in the 12 Days of Christmas card series, and this is going to be a center easel card. Haven't done one of those in a while, and I thought it would be fun. We'll be using this paper pad from the Paper Studio, and it's called Christmas Basics. We'll use Elegant Edges, the Cricut Light Hoot and Holler, and you can make this card using your Cricut Expression or your Cricut Explorer. For our stamp sets, we're going to use Christmas Critter Captions, and we're going to use Winter Cheer. And we're just going to use the snowflakes from Winter Cheer. But Christmas Critter Captions is our stamp set of the week, guys. For 2 days, this will be through Thanksgiving. You can pick up Christmas Critter Captions over at the Cardz TV Stamp store for just $9.99 plus shipping and handling. We've got Here Comes Santa Paws, Have a Very Merry Christmas, Owl, Be Home for Christmas, Fleece Navidad, Seasons Tweetings, From Our Nest to Yours, All I Want for Christmas is You, Worm, Winter Wishes, Happy Holidays, Have Yourself a Meowy Little Christmas, Wishing You a Perfect Christmas, Your Owl I Want for Christmas, Merry Christmas to Moo, Happy Holidays, and Bah Humbug. I love that one. So that's for 2 days through Thanksgiving. While supplies last, this is $9.99 plus shipping and handling. So let's get started on card number 5 in the 12 Days of Christmas card series. To make this center easel card, we've got our card base, and this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and this is going to be a landscape style card. And let me show you what we do to turn this into a center easel card. Now it's already folded. We're going to open it out, and I'm going to slide this into my trimmer, and I'm going to put this edge at 1 1/4 inches. And if you look right here on your trimmer, this little handle right here is where the blade is. So we're going to start at the top, and we're going to take the blade down to the fold line only. Stop at the fold line. And this is at 1 1/4 inches, and we're just going to go ahead and cut that. And when you get this right here to the fold line, that's where you need to stop. We're going to flip it over to the other side and do the same thing. 1 1/4 inches. Put our blade back to the top, and then bring that down to the fold line. And here's the base for our center easel card. Now to make the easel, let me move this over here. All we're going to do for this is open this out and just take this edge and fold it in half to that fold line. I've got my bone folder, and I'm going to go ahead and work on my creases so that they stay down really nicely. Okay, now these 2 pieces right here that we cut on the side, we're going to go ahead, put some adhesive on the back of them, and we're just going to stick them down to the card base. Now I've gone ahead and cut some mats out of this cute green and white paper that's from that Paper Studio pad. This one is going to go right here under the part where our easel goes, and then we've got a mat for each side where we've glued the 2 sides down. The bottom part to our center easel card is done. Now we're going to cover this section and this section of our easel card, and these 2 pieces are cut at 1 7/8 by 2 3/4. I'm going to put one here and one here. You can see how this is going to stand up. Now we need something here for our focal point. And we need a stop to go right down here to hold this easel up. For the stop, and I've already stamped it using that Christmas Critter Captions stamp set. I've already stamped it. I'll be home for Christmas. And I used Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I used the Elegant Edges cartridge. And I've got a white matte and a red shadow. And let me show you where I found that. That's on page 25 in the Elegant Edges cartridge. And I cut that at 1 3/4 inches. I cut this oblong and I cut the red shadow. I've got the stop already and on some foam tape, but I'm not going to put it on just yet. I'm going to put that right to the side. Now I went back to the Elegant Edges cartridge because I always like to have some kind of decorative mat to put my image on. And this is on page 27. And I used this shape right here. This is called Design 1, and I'll show you what I've already done. I cut the bottom part out of red and the top part out of white, and I've already taken the snowflakes from that Winter Cheer stamp set and I've stamped some on here, and my image is going to go right in between. And I cut this at 3 1/4 inches. When we attach this to the easel part of our card, we're going to open it out like that, and you can see there's a center part. We're only going to put adhesive on the center part right there and just adhere it to this bottom part. Let me make sure I got it going the right direction. You don't want to attach it all the way down or it won't stand up right. You can see we've only got adhesive on 1/2. We're going to line that center line up and just adhere it to that bottom. And now you can see, and it's going to go just like that with our stop. But now we got to put something cute on here, don't we, guys? This is where the Hoot and Holler cartridge comes in. Now I've cut 3 things on here. Let me find my little owl. Well, first I'll tell you, I cut this Santa hat. It's the last image on the last column, and I cut the hat at 1 3/4 inches. I cut this branch, which is the 3rd one up, and I cut it at 1 1/2 inches, and you can see it's got a little ornament. And where is the owl I used? Here he is. No, here he is, right over here. He's in the 2nd column, and he's the 5th one down, and I cut the little owl at 1 1/2 inches. Now, you can cut them separately and piece them together if you have a Cricut Expression. If you have a Cricut Explorer, you can do what I did. I put them all together. I don't know if you can see that or not. I just put the hat on the owl and the owl on the branch. I grouped them, and then I flattened them, and I did a print and cut. Super simple. And he's going to go on the front right here just like that. Isn't he cute? And you can see now why I put the snowflakes on there. I've got my owl attached to the front, and I took a big marker. This is Rambunctious Red, and I colored some little clear rhinestones, and I put one in the center of each snowflake, and I put one on the holly berry on my little owl Santa hat. And I'm going to take my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to go over the little pom-pom on the end of his Santa hat, because we just got to add some bling, right? And I think I'll go over the fur down here on his hat. And now we're going to add our stop. I went ahead and put a mat on the inside, and I stamped it using the Cardz TV Christmas Joy stamp set and Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I stamped "Wishing you happy Christmas memories." We're going to take the backing off the foam tape and get this centered right in between. And now that will hold our little card open. Isn't that cute, guys? I love that little owl. He's so adorable. So there we have it. Card number 5 in the 12 Days of Christmas card series. This is a center easel card. Super simple to make. Thank you so much for coming by today, guys. I will see you again soon with card number 6. Bye now.